Hello everyone, my name is Garima. Welcome to my channel Crack CSCA Exam with Ease. In this video, we are going to discuss CSCA Physics previous year question of December 2025. In this video, we will discuss only 10 questions and I will explain each question step by step. Okay, now we will move to question number 1. Question number 1 is, which of the following physical quantities is not a vector? Option A, magnetic field. Option B, momentum. Option C, electric field strength. Option D, potential. So we know that the magnetic field density, it is a vector quantity. Momentum is mass times velocity, where velocity is vector, so momentum is also a vector quantity. Electric field is force experienced by unit charge. So force is vector, so electric field is also a vector. Since potential is written or represented in dot product, so potential is a scalar quantity. As we know that the vector quantities are represented with cross product and scalar are represented with dot product. So its answer is option D, potential, that is a scalar quantity. Now we will move to next question, that is question number 2. Question number 2 is, the gravitational force that an object experiences on Mars is 1 by 3 of that it experiences on Earth. An object with mass m is equal to 4.8 kg weight on Mars is. So here it is given that the force experienced by object on Mars is 1 by 3 that it experiences on Earth. Okay, so we have to find the mass of object on or the force on object on Mars. So we know that the object experiences force on Earth, that is mg. So 1 by 3 into mg. Here the value of mass is given as 4.8. We will substitute this value and g is taken as 10 meter per second square. Now we will solve this. 1 by 3 into 4.8 into 10. 3 and 4.8 get cancelled and we will get 16 Newton. So option A is correct, that is 16 Newton. Now we will move to question number 3. Question number 3 is, a spring with spring constant K equal to 100 Newton per meter stretches from 10 centimeter to 15 centimeter under force F. The magnitude force uh, the magnitude of force F is. Here the given that the value of K, that is the spring constant, is 100 Newton per meter. Initially the spring is at 10 centimeter and after we applied the force, its displacement is 15 centimeter. So we know that the spring force is equal to minus kx, where x is displacement. So we will put the value of K, that is 100, and x2 is 15 minus x1 is 10 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Here 100 and 10 raised to power minus 2 get cancelled and we will get spring force is equal to 5 Newton. So option A is correct. Question number 4. An object of mass is equal to 4 kg rest on horizontal surface with the friction coefficient mu is equal to 0.1. If pulled by 2 Newton horizontal force, the friction force is. Here the object of 4 kg mass is rest on the ground. So the forces that act on this mass will be the normal reaction and the gravitational force, that is mg, and we are applying a force of 2 Newton. So we know that the direction of friction force is always opposite to the direction of applied force. And the maximum friction force is mu times n, where n is equal to mg. So we will substitute the value of mu, m and g. Mu is equal to 4.1, m is equal to 4 and g is equal to 10. After solving, we will get the maximum force is equal to 4 Newton. That is the maximum friction force. Since we know that the friction force is self-adjustable, so the friction force will be equal to applied force, that is the 2 Newton. So option A is correct, that is 2 Newton. Now question number 5. An object is acted upon by three forces. F1 is equal to 2n, F2 is equal to 4n, F3 is equal to 6n. The maximum possible resultant force is. Here three forces are given and these three forces are acting on an object and we have to find the maximum force. For calculating the maximum force, we simply add all the forces, that is 4 plus 2 plus 6, that will be equal to 12 Newton. So option A is correct. Okay. Now question number 6. An object of mass 2 kg on a smooth horizontal surface moving in a straight line with a constant acceleration from rest under horizontal force F. If it displaces 8 meter in 2 seconds, then F is. Here the mass of object is given as 2 kg and initially it is at rest, so initial velocity is 0. Its displacement is 8 meter in 2 seconds. So we have to calculate the force experienced by the object. So we know that force is equal to mass times acceleration. So here we have to find the acceleration. Mass is already given. So we will use second equation of motion, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. So we will put the value of s is 8 meter and initial velocity u is equal to 0 plus half a into time is given as 2. So after solving this equation, we will get acceleration is equal to 4 meter per second square. So option A is correct. Question number 7. An object accelerates uniformly in a straight line from rest at acceleration a is equal to 2 meter per second square on a smooth horizontal surface. Its velocity at t is equal to 4 second is. So here initial velocity of object is given as 0 and it is moving with the acceleration that is 2 meter per second square and we have to calculate its velocity at 4 seconds. So we will simply use first equation of motion, that is v is equal to u plus at. We will substitute the value of acceleration and time. So acceleration is 2 meter per second square and time is 4. So we will get velocity is equal to 8 meter per second. So option D is correct. Question number 8. An object falls freely from rest at height of 100 meter. So its height at t is equal to 4 seconds. Here the object is dropped. So its initial velocity is 0 and it is dropped from height 100 meter. Suppose at t is equal to 0, the object is at 100 meter. So we have to find what its height at time t is equal to 4 seconds. So we will use second equation of motion, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. So initial velocity is given as 0. Acceleration here will be acceleration due to gravity and we will substitute all these values. So 1 by 2 into g is equal to 10 and time is equal to 4 second. So if we solve this, we will get s is equal to 80 meter and this distance is measured from the top of the height. Okay, so that will be 80 meter. Now so the distance covered by the object from ground will be 100 minus 80. So its answer will be 20 meter. So option D is correct. Question number 9. An object of mass 5 kg slides down a smooth inclined plane with angle 30° to horizontal. It starts from rest and its displacement is in 2 seconds is. So here the object is falling from an inclined plane where angle of inclination is given as 30°. So we will resolve the force component. We know that there will be normal component or normal force and mg will be in downward direction. So we will resolve mg. Uh, so mg cos theta and mg sin theta. So we know that the acceleration will be given by g sin theta. Here theta is 30°. And then we have to find the displacement at uh, time t is equal to 2 seconds. So we will use equation of motion, that is s is equal to ut plus half at square. So initial velocity u is given as 0. So we will put the value and half into acceleration is g sine 30° into time is 2 seconds. So after solving this equation, we will get 10 meter. So the displacement of mass is 10 meter. So option A is correct. Now we will move to our last question, that is question number 10. An object of mass 2 kg is acted upon by two forces of magnitude 6 Newton and 8 Newton, and its maximum acceleration is. So in the question, the mass is given as 2 kg and forces, that is F1 is 6 Newton and F2 is 8 Newton. So maximum acceleration will happen only when force is maximum. So maximum force will be F1 plus F2. So 6 plus 8 will be 14 Newton. So we know that maximum acceleration will be maximum force by mass. So we will substitute this value. F is equal to 14, m is equal to 2. So we will get acceleration is equal to 7 meter per second square. So option D is correct. Hope you understand each question very well. Hope you like this video. Please do not forget to subscribe this channel if you like the video.